Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today I want to share with you guys this journal that I made. If you guys watch my my videos with the collaboration, the 100 days of junk journal ideas hosted by Rach and Bella Crafts. I had to think about that for a second because I forgot. If you watch those last two videos, or previous two videos, I shared kind of a sneak peek of this journal, and today I finally got a chance to do a flip through of it. So this journal is coming to my Etsy shop, and it will be available for sale. I will add a link in the description box below to my Etsy shop if you guys are interested, and I will write sold if it's sold, once it's sold. Okay, so this journal, it's basically standard. This is about 6 inches by, oh, it's about 10 inches. I guess it's the cover that is bigger because I use standard pages just folded in half. And then it got so chunky, oh my gosh. If you just let it be like this, it's like almost 4 inches. Isn't that crazy? But if you squish it down a little bit, I guess it'll squish down to less. But oh my gosh, it's so chunky. This cover was so inspiring to me. I knew I wanted to hand stitch, do lots and lots of hand stitching and lots of embroidery. All the little rosebuds, those are all little French knots. And then I have this handmade rose, or hand sewed roses on here. I sewed this little piece of fabric and I tied it into a bow. So just lots of layering, right? And then it's got a pocket up here, and I tucked, oops, I don't want to be off camera. Okay, and I tucked in these pieces. I have this shabby little like booklet for like writing and for notes. And then I have this card. Okay, so I use digitals from Rach and Bella Crafts, but I also use digitals from my own Etsy shop. So I will link everything below, so if you guys are interested or if you guys like something, you can find it. And I'm also going to be having a 50% off sale in my Etsy shop. So it's going to be for a limited time only though. So if you guys are watching it right away, then you guys will be able to take advantage of that sale. Okay, so there's a verse. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Matthew 6:21. Isn't that cute? I mean, I think it's cute for the journal. Especially if this is like a Bible study journal. Wouldn't that be like, isn't that just the perfect verse? I didn't even plan it. I just realized that now. And I always consider my journals like kind of like little treasures. Not because I'm, how do I put this? Because I'm very sentimental, and my journals contain, it's not just a thing to me. It actually it's like a record of like my experiences, my relationships, my prayers, my answered prayers, my kids' milestones, things they say and they do. It's usually my journal is just like memories, you know, and that is a treasure, right? I need to use this for my journal. Oh my gosh, that's so funny that honestly, I didn't think about which one I stuck in here. This was left over from something, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna add it in here. And that's like perfect. It really spoke to me just now. So I think that's really cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here is a little booklet that I made, and it just opens up and it has like little pieces. You can use these in the journal. You can write on the back maybe. Like, you know what? You can even like write a few words on the back, like a quote or something if you wanted to. Okay. And then the back has room for journaling, and then this just ties up. This is a super thick journal, so I'm going to try to get through it faster, hopefully. Okay. So some of you guys saw sneak peeks of this. Oh my gosh, look at that. But I'll go through it just in case somebody missed it. So I have the little butterfly on here with a little bit of fabric. This is all hand stitched, everything. Got a pocket here. It's a soft cover journal. It's got a pocket in the back also. And then I got this little, not little, but big envelope that I made. I have a craft with me tutorial if you missed it on how to make one of these. And they're super fun and they're so cute to just store all your ephemera or all the pieces that you're working on. If you're like me, when you're working on a journal, a lot of times I'll fussy cut everything. And then this is like a perfect place to just store everything as you work in your journal, right? Okay, so this is a little insert, like a little notebook. So it has like extra journaling space. You can take this with you, like to church for notes. I do that a lot. I'll have like a little notebook with me. Or, you know, you can tuck it in your purse. And so this has a little pocket right here with some ephemera. Does this open? No, it doesn't. Isn't that cute? This right here is all Rach and Bella Crafts printable, right? Okay, and then this goes in here. And I have this tool that just keeps it all closed up. And isn't that pretty? Look at all the detail on the journal. I have lots of layers. See that? And then that just tucks in here. Okay, so the front page is the focal point of this image. Actually, this is an image from one of my aesthetic photos. I think it's a sepia one. And I have embroidered tiny little rosebuds right there too. And I got the tool. You can see that. And then I have a ticket there, a ticket here. And then this right here is some pink paper cardstock, which I embossed. And then I got a little bit of lace. I have a lot of layering on here because I love all the texture. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so sometimes I read the text. The greatest benefit I received from my training was it taught me. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a great prompt? I think that's a great journaling prompt. Okay, so here I have this book page that I turn into like a flip out. Perfect space or place for some hidden journaling. You can glue a photo right here if you wanted to. Okay, and then here I glue this fabric on, a bit of lace, and then these pieces of the little pink fabric, and I embroider the little hearts on there. And then this is just a little mini journal. And then there's bits and pieces in here. Okay. This is some coffee dyed paper. I think it's coffee dyed paper. Or maybe it's a printable. Gosh, I can't tell. Anyways, I did a little bit of collaging on here. I added the butterfly and I used some fabric for texture there. I just tied like a little knot for its head. This comes out and there's journaling space on there. It's a book page. This comes out. There's a little, that's a wax seal. There's some hidden journaling space right here. I did some embossing right there. This is another, what is this? Okay, so just some coffee dyed paper you can use for journaling, and then an aesthetic photo. This is also from my sepia collection. And then I have this that I made. This is coffee dyed paper. I used a book page, see that? And then here I used texture paste. I mixed texture paste with some paint and I just added it on this page so that it has like a background for this rose. I have some textured paper there and just a scrap of paper there also. Okay, and then that just tucks in there. Okay, so this is from my Parisian collection right here with the pink flowers. And so's that. And it's like a perfect place to write. This is some embossed paper. I have a pocket here that I have pieces in there and pieces in here. See that? All the flowers fussy cut. You can just grab them and you can go and decorate the journal with them. Oops. I skipped a page. Okay, so these are Rach and Bella Crafts printable. So is this one. This is a pocket. Okay, so that's the first signature, right? So it has it's got 4 signatures. So there's plenty of space for journaling. And I also added a lot of detail and just like some focal points that I hope inspires you in your work. I love this little rose. Isn't that so sweet? There's a book page. Then I have, this is coffee dyed paper, and then another aesthetic photos. I have, I think, spring blooms, a bunch of really pretty tulips and flowers. Okay, so this is actually an envelope, right? Got ephemera in there. And then I have this frame that I have around the lady. Oops. I want to tie this back up. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and that gets tucked in here. And this is a book page. This is Rach and Bella Crafts. Then I have a little pocket in here. Embossed paper. I have this little journaling card I made. Isn't that cute? Just did a bit of collaging on there. I'm going to tuck these in, and then a little flower. Okay, so this opens up, see that? And then I have this tucked in there. And this is like I made it look a little bit like stationery, and I added this photo right there. And then it tucks in there. So plenty of room for journaling. Okay, more book pages. I have this doily. I have this. I love this. Isn't that pretty? I actually glued this flower on here. And then I used one of my haberdashery like fabric cards to make this. And then I added some lace up there. I just love the way it came out. Okay, and then this is from my Etsy shop also. This is one of my printable deer, Parisian deer. Okay, and then this tag, isn't that so pretty? I did some hand stitching. Again, the little rosebuds right there. This opens up for journaling space. I have the embossed paper right there, and then I have the ruffle at the bottom. I love this. I love the way it turned out. I forgot about it. And then I have this image. I used a book page right here, like a pattern or, I don't know, some kind of embroidery book page here. I have some textured paper underneath, and then a book page, and then this image of the lady. That's also from Rach and Bella Crafts. And more journaling space right there. Again, you'll see I like to add a lot of like hand details. It takes longer to add these little special touches to my journals, but I really feel like it really adds a lot to a page. You know, you got the texture. I mean, when you guys work in a journal and you have like texture, do you guys like feel it? I feel like it gives it a really nice textile experience. And so a lot of times when I have texture, I will like feel it. I guess I'm very, I don't know. I guess I fidget too with stuff. So when I'm working in it, like I will just like feel them, I guess. And there's all these little beads and charms. And oh, these right here, I was going to show you guys. These I actually sewed on here. I sewed the thread straight through and then I tied it. Isn't that cute? Maybe somebody's done it before, but it was new to me. And then I have a little button on here. And then just a bunch of different beads. It's fun discovering new things, and I'm sure I'm sure other people have done things before, but when you discover it and you're creating, it's always it's a fun experience, right? Okay, so I have a ruffle right here, and it's glued up here and down here so that it holds this in place. And I have this book page, and I actually folded it kind of sideways because I like to see the bottom part like that. And then I have some embossed paper here, and then this could be journaling space. So when you open it, it'll feel a little bit weird unless you keep it completely open like this, right? And then I did some painting on there with a stencil just for some texture. Okay, and then I have a pocket here, a fabric pocket, and then isn't that pretty? I love it when I love lace with the ribbon going through. I absolutely love that. So I try to do that in a lot of my work. I didn't do it down here, but I did it up here. So pretty. Okay, and then did I miss a page? I missed a couple pages. See that? Then I have this heart. I have a bunch of printables with hearts, different colors. I have pink ones, I have red ones, I have all kinds of like different kits with the heart shape cutouts. And then I wrote, I put this verse on here because I just felt like it worked. I was really inspired by this idea. I actually made these cards. I designed this printable with basically Bible verses about the heart, right? And then I remember this verse, and I thought, isn't this cool to have this verse on here? I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. Psalms 119 with 11. And then we have the verses about the heart. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So I liked this idea. I thought that was pretty cool. And then these just get tucked in there. Okay, so this is a tag that I made. Again, I used some embossed paper. I used some fabric there, and I used one of my words. Flashcard printables. I think this one I might have printed 2 to a page so I could get a smaller size. I think. And then the lady is from Rach and Bella Crafts printable. Okay, and then I have another one of the deer. Isn't it just so sweet? I love using it. Okay, and then I have a book page with some flowers. And then I have, actually this is a pocket, I believe. Let me double check. See? That's a pocket right there. A top loading pocket. And then this right here comes out also. See that? And then here is a little tuck spot. And then this is one of my pastel floral tags. And then the butterfly, I have a kit with a lot of large butterflies. I have even bigger ones than that. In my Etsy shop, this is Rach and Bella's. This one. And this is another pocket. And then this is a little tuck spot. This is from my Parisian postcards. I did some embroidery right here with the hearts. Okay, so this is my butterfly, one of the large ones, and I did a center fold where I just made it into a tuck spot. This is my Parisian postcards. And then this is Rach and Bella's. And this right here is actually my Parisian kit. I like the way they mixed the colors and stuff. Okay, so this flips out. Oops. And then this is a pocket. And then I have a pocket here. And another little like journaling card right there. And then this. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love texture, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, then I have a little pocket here. And I have more of those Bible verse cards that I tucked into here. I think they're so cute. I like these because you can print them and like you can make a little card and tuck them in a card for somebody if you wanted to. This is my Parisian postcards. This is Rach and Bella's. And this is Rach and Bella. This is my Parisian collection. This is again part of my butterfly. I guess I used a lot of my butterflies in here. I didn't realize that. And then this is just like you can tuck something under there, but it's more decorative. I thought it was just fun to work on this. Then this is a tuck spot, and then I can't remember this one, but it's probably one of my aesthetic photos. I have quite a few different kits with roses and flowers because I use them so much. I like to always have something new that I can use because I use them a lot. So I like to switch through them. I did a bit of stitching on there, and then this is like a little fabric piece. Again, it's very textile. I love it. This is another postcard from my Parisian or French postcards. Okay, so this opens up. Isn't that cool? I love this. And then this is actually one of my pastel florals. This is Rach and Bella's, and we got to the end. I was trying to go fast because it's a thick journal. Then I made this tag. And I added some tulle on top of this of the photo. See that? And then I added a little word on there with a bit of lace. And I think it's so pretty. It's almost like it's like hidden away, right? Anyways, so that is one tag. And here's another one. This is also my pastel collection. And then this is Rach and Bella's tag. And I will link both my shop and Rachel's shop in the description box so you guys can have exact link for the different kits and collections. Oh, and then I wanted to show you guys an up close of this page. I got a little heart that I hand stitched on there. Isn't that sweet? I love these. And then I did some like decorative stitching also because it just like it gives some more interest to the page, you know, or to the cover. And so that is my journal. I hope you guys enjoyed the flip through, and I hope that it inspires you guys to also create and make journals. I hope it was inspiring to you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.